Flight bus, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And that's right, I'm in the motherfucking flight poncho right now. That's right, motherfucker, I was the lost hidden extra in the movie Dust to Dawn. He got my motherfucking wooden stake in this motherfucker, and I ain't playing this motherfucker. You goddamn right. I was the lost extra in Desperado, and motherfucking Dust to motherfucking Dawn, and we was slaying vampires in this motherfucker. Flight bus, bitch. And I want to talk about this goddamn lunar eclipse we finna get ready to go through on motherfucking Friday. Now I'm gonna go live later and break it down for each sign, so how everybody know that they're going to be affected. But this video right here is just breaking down the basic understandings of what's actually going on with a lunar eclipse. Now, what support the energy of this lunar eclipse is going to be Leo and Aquarius. Early Leo and Aquarius. But it's just going to slide out of the cusp. You know what I'm saying? When we actually get the energies of the motherfucker lunar eclipse. So let's break this shit down. Now, this is what you need to know also. It's going to give off like a, now the color spectrum, because like I said, the moon acts as a mirror. The moon acts as the feminine charge, the negative charge, and the sun act as the positive charge. So for the most part, this is what makes the moon reflect the color spectrum of the sun. Now the color spectrum that the moon going to be reflecting is kind of like a fixed, dark orangey, almost reddish. You know what I'm saying? Like almost reddish like type of color. Now you might got certain scientists and people like that calling it the blood moon. But the reason it got that color spectrum is because it's reflecting the sun. Now remind you, they're opposites. So the way that the lights is emitting each other, or angling each other, or influencing each other, or the relationship that they have with each other is at odds. It's opposite. But since the moon is transparent and the moon acts as the womb, the moon acts as the space, then only thing we're going to see is the color spectrum of what the sun is angling. And since the moon is absorbing that energy, then that's going to be the face of that energy, whatever the sun giving off. So the face of this Aquarius energy going to be Leo-like. So you're going to get those concepts where we got people teaching lunar eclipse means that your emotions and feelings is not going to be seen because it's opposite towards the sun. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's not what's actually going on. What's actually going on is your feelings and emotions is the only thing that's seen. But you're confused into thinking that it's your common actions. So it's the big main thing that happens, the big main influence that lunar eclipse give off is contradicting energies. Because the sun is your positive charge, the moon is your negative charge. Now we're in a realm with the moon is a little bit more powerful. You know what I'm saying? The moon is a little bit more sustained here. You know what I'm saying? So that's always going to overthrow, especially when they add competition. Anytime you get an opposition, that's like competition. So when you got the moon opposed to the sun, it creates a competition. Now that's not on your day-to-day basis when you're just going about. That's not actually common. You know what I'm saying? The moon and the sun kind of works in an agreement. Even if it is like a square or a trine or a sextile. So you don't get the heavy emphasis of the energies like you would get it when it's opposing each other. Because now they're not on the same page. So you're going to find yourself contradicting your positive charge and your negative charge. AKA your sun sign and your moon sign. AKA your conscious realm and your subconscious realm. AKA your external and your internal. AKA your yang and your yin. So it's going to be important to know what houses that you got the lunar eclipse going on within too, because that's going to let you know what area of life. So I'm going to break that down when I go live, but that's going to let you know what area of life you're going to be contradicting yourself between the two. For an example, say you got the sun in the 4th house, but you got the moon in the 10th house. This is going to be a time, the lunar eclipse is going to give you a realization. And this is going to be a time where you're not going to be sure whether you should support more of your home, family, private issues or domestic issues, or should you support more of your career, your status, what you're known for, how you are seen, right? And when you try to blend the two, it's not going to work. There's going to be something, a person, place, or thing out of the 4th house that make you feel like the 10th house things isn't important, and there's going to be people, places, and things that play out in the area of life of the 10th house that make you feel like the 4th house isn't important. So you're going to be contradicting yourself between those two areas of life, and through that contradiction experiences, Chaos is where all the magic happens. But at the same time, that's where your spirit develop all the information. That's when you go through all the experiences. That's when you learn the most. Now, if it play out as a negative or a positive situation, you know, that's something you got to decipher yourself. But all information is good for the spirit, because your spirit gets to take that and develop new spaceships to travel through that astral realm whenever they get presented with the same energies. You know, they know how to overcome it better than they did when they was going through it the first time. So they went through that first transformation. So a lot of transformations going on when we talk about the lunar eclipse. And the lunar eclipse, like I said, now everybody is going to be wrapped up. Only thing that's seen is the emotions and feelings. That's the only thing that's seen. But it's going to be seen in the illusion of your actions and the way you act. So that's how it's going to become a contradiction. You're going to be because think about it. On a regular day, when the moon is just regularly trining or sextiling, or you see what I'm saying, on a regular day like that, or inconjuncting before it gets into the opposition, it's at a stage where it's still kind of working with the sun. The moment they become direct opposites, that's like your angel and demons on both sides, and you not actually knowing which one to go. But since we in the realm of reality where the subconscious realm is a little bit more powerful, then you're going to kind of sense to go this route. So you're going to think that's the right actions to take. And a lot of times, if you're a person who don't know your own natal alignment, or you're not into flight astrology or anything of that nature, then these influences going to have their way with you. Because you're a person who already don't know where to start. And then you probably going to wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And then you're not even going to know why you're being influenced the way you're being influenced. And then you're going to hear a little shit on the news like today is a lunar eclipse and shit like that. But you don't take it too serious. Yet you're going to go out in your day-to-day experiencing this big contradiction I'm talking about right now. You're going to feel the need to not know if you should act upon this or pay attention to this or see this or be consciously aware of this, or do something that you're more comfortable with, or something that's more true for you, or something, or the things that you like to react and respond to. And here's the thing. The things that you react and respond to and makes you feel comfortable is going to actually win. But it's going to be seen in a way that you think that this is the way you're just supposed to act. Like the sun. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be seen in that way. Like it's not emotional. But really it is. It's like your true self. So what's actually being seen is you. What's being seen right now is you. Because the sun is like a flashlight. So it put the spotlight on shit. So it's putting the spotlight on the moon. The moon is you. Who you are. So everybody, I don't care if you're in flight astrology or not, everybody, the spotlight is on you. So people can genuinely see who you are right now, and you can't help it but to express who you are right now, because you think that that's the actions in which you're supposed to be consciously aware of right now because of this illusion, because of this blindness. So what's being seen is you. And then in vice versa, the moon is angling the sun. So the moon is everything who you are. So it's like your space. The moon is like the space. So for the most part, everything that you manifest out of your space, right, we get to see that. So we get to see who you are by the sun aligning the moon, and by the moon opposing the sun as well. We get to see everything you're made of. We get to see what you're really about. We get to see all the manifestations of shit that you make upon your shit. So if you're a person who's not into flight astrology, and you're not into natal alignment, and you got a fucked up chart, or you do a bunch of fucked up shit, we gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see who you are at the moment. And then we're going to see what you make about that too. We're going to see how much you manifest from that shit. I don't care if it's negative or positive. If you're a person that emotionally already, you in distress, and you don't give a fuck about aligning yourself, and you already a negative person or some shit like that, people are going to see who you are at the moment. And not only that, people are going to see what's manifested from that. They're going to see what's shown. That's going to be seen right now. And so your inner self is being exposed. The spotlight is being put on you right now. So depending on who, it don't matter what you're into, how positive or negative you think you are, who you genuinely are is going to be seen right now. So that's why it's important to know where your moon sign at. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to actually be seen. But the negative attributes and the positive attributes that you do in that realm of reality is what's going to be broadcasted. So now the moon is going to be, now let's break this down also. The moon is going to be in Aquarius. That's fixed air, being fixated on its own way of thinking and communicating. So the moon is in a unique and original spot. So so here's where the contradiction is going to come and influence us all. And I'm going to dissect every sign when I go live tonight. But here's how it's on a surface level. With the moon being in Aquarius, right? what we're going to feel the need to react to and respond to is forms of new shit, unique and original shit. Shit that's dealing with the intellect, thinking, communicating, science, something logical in some way, shape, or form. Something that has to make sense in this realm of reality, but still a far out idea. You see what I'm saying? Because Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. So it's still realistic, but it know how to bring far out thoughts to realistic. So this is what makes them good at manipulating or metaphors or being sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? That's bringing you get what I'm saying? That's how Aquarius do things. That's bringing like a higher thought down here into this realm into this realm of reality. So this is why Aquarius will frown at you when something don't make sense to them. You know. Sometimes I have to break it down so 3D because there'll be people watching me sometimes that I don't know. But for the most part, I don't need to get into that for my soul group. Now the moon being in Aquarius, so this is now depending on your alignment with your sun and your moon and your ascendant and the rest of your planets, depending on how they are aligned with Aquarius itself, that's going to let you know what you need to, you know what I'm saying, kind of justify or kind of put the pieces together. What's the word I'm looking for? Orchestrate. You know what I'm saying? That's going to let you know how to orchestrate and organize what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Because you may got a lot of planets in Leo, or you may got a lot of planets in you know what I'm saying, Taurus, or a lot of planets in Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? So you in a circumstance, in a situation where this energy will apply to you a lot more than others. But at the same time, you know, being with the moon being in Aquarius, this is going to be the energies we react and respond to. And the better we know our own alignments, that's how we're going to know what to adjust. That's the word I'm looking for. What we need to adjust in order for us to get through this astral travel and the astral weathers effectively. So for the most part, that's what we're going to be reacting and responding to. And the things that we're going to feel like that makes us feel comfortable, just in our best way. Now, but what's actually being seen and what's the actions is in Leo, fixed fire, being fixated on his own way of seeing and feeling about the world that it's in. So your actions and the stuff you want to pay attention to is visions, creativity, expressions, personalities, entertainment in some way. You're going to want to be entertained. Now, it's going to be a contradiction now because, see, this is where Aquarius and Leos differ. Their entertainment factor is different. The way that they see the ego is different. So at this moment, you're not going to know whether you should express yourself or how you truly feel, or you're not going to know whether to have some type of intellect or logically come up with some type of way to explain something, whatever you're trying to do. So this is where things can get motherfucking tricky, because you're going to be like, okay, you're going to start to feel more comfortable with the moon, which is the moon being in Aquarius. Okay, I need to analyze. I need to associate myself with shit. You know what I'm saying? I need to incorporate some new shit to my shit. I need to incorporate some new information. I need to be a little bit more unique and original. You're going to do that, but you're going to be blinded in the fact of thinking you're doing that in a Leo way, subconsciously. So when you go about doing that energy that you're reacting to, aka the moon being in Aquarius, you're going to be doing it in a Leo way. And that's being expressive. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of being fixated on your own way of seeing and feeling about things. So you're going to be trying to do that through your creativity, through the way you express yourself, through your actions, through your way of trying to gain attention, through your way of trying to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Through your way of trying to create something and be the center stage of whatever you're creating. And you may even be self-centered in your way of doing these Aquarius attributes. And like I said, these are opposite signs by nature. So anytime anybody play out opposite energies like that, you're going to be received as negative, or you're going to be perceived as you're coming across a little strongly, or you're coming across contradicting. You know what I'm saying? That's the contradicting energy, period, that is going to be given up. So you're going to be finding yourself thinking like, okay, I need to analyze, I need to rationalize, I need to make sense, I need to bring these unique ideas and make it make sense. But the way you're going to be doing it is in a Leo way. Let me creatively express this shit. Let me show people that I created this. I'm the center stage. This is my shit. Or let me create, or this is my vision, or this is what I need to express, because everybody needs to see things in this way. And then see, just naturally, Aquarius and Leos, Aquarius don't like that from Leo, and Leos don't like that from Aquariuses. But when you got two planets opposing each other, that we're going to be experiencing that alignment. So that opposing alignment, that light emits onto us, and we play that out. So if you're not into astrology or flight astrology, Archangel Uriel, then you're going to be the first-hand example that everybody could witness these energies playing out. And if you're a person who's into this, you can know what you're getting ready to experience, and you can know how to adjust your situation so your experience don't be that harsh. Like you may naturally have, like I said, planets that's in the square, like Taurus and Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and motherfucking Scorpio. So you might naturally going to experience a negative situation faster than someone else. But if you're already aware of this, then you know who to talk to that day, who not to talk to, what energy to go into, what energy not to go into. Because you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go into this when I talk about it, how it affect, when I go live tonight, when I talk about how it's going to affect every motherfucking sign. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Flight boss. Goddamn. And it's a fucking blood moon. That's why I got my wooden stake. So the motherfucking, Friday, the motherfucking vampire is going to be out. The freak's going to be out that motherfucking night. So think about it. Everybody who's not into aligning themselves, not into astrology, or not into just energy, or not into spirituality in general, there are going to be possibilities of being agents in the matrix, demons in religious context, vampires in the supernatural context, reptilians, greys, Lumerians, and all them shits in the esoteric concepts. You know, they're going to be motherfucking leeches, alligators, and snakes in an animalistic kingdom concept. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be low vibrational ass motherfucking human beings in the motherfucking in the human left brain logical concept of it. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter what realm of reality you go. These motherfuckers is gonna be took over. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you wanna call it. They gonna be took over in one way, shape, or form, whatever realm of reality you goddamn man. And as long as you watch Archangel Uriel or somebody else that's into astrology or someone else who's spiritually inclined on the internet, or if you spiritually inclined to yourself, like I can tell you right now, your ass wouldn't even found my channel if you wasn't resonating with some type of high spiritual inclined energies. So I'm gonna let you know right now, you already in the right motherfucking place, and you ain't got to worry about a goddamn thing. All you got to worry about is going outside and doing your motherfucking manifestations, doing your meditations, doing your motherfucking spells or rituals or whatever the shit you into, and let this energy work for you. And you don't let this, and you don't work for this energy, aka carry out the duties and obligations of carrying out obstacles and creating obstacles for others and creating opposing scenarios and situations. We ain't gotta play that out. No, we make that opposing energy work for us. So we make the sun and moon do what we want to oppose and make that motherfucker go oppose the shit that we don't like in our life, so we can continue manifesting the shit that we do like. God damn it, Flight Boss.